In the past few weeks, 25 living hostages have Baruch Hashem returned from captivity to Israel. And one of the remarkable things that many of them have been talking about is how faith and emunah kept them going throughout captivity. Maybe most famously, Eli Sharabi, one of the returned captives, spoke on TV in Israel last week, and he said, "I'm not a religious person, but when I was in captivity, I started each day saying Shema Yisrael, and I felt this sense of something being with me, and emunah gave him a tremendous amount of strength to get through his over 500 days of captivity." This idea of finding Hashem in a time of difficulty or in a low place actually is hinted to at this week's parsha according to the Meshech Chochmah, or based on the Meshech Chochmah. The Meshech Chochmah quotes a fascinating Yerushalmi about the stones that the Kohen Gadol would wear. The Yerushalmi says that the tribe of Binyamin, its stone was actually on the Kohen Gadol's shoulders. It was split. There would be Ben on one side and Yamin on the other side, and that was where the name of Binyamin would be found. And this is referenced, according to the Meshech Chochmah, by the bracha that's given to Binyamin, Ben Kaseifav Shachen. Binyamin dwells between the shoulders. So the stone of Binyamin was split between the two shoulders of the Kohen Gadol. And Rav Yitzchak Levi of Yeshivat Har Etzion asked, what is the symbolism? What does it mean that Binyamin is Ben Kaseifav Shachen? Binyamin dwells between the shoulders. And he says that if you look at the geography of the Nachala of Binyamin, the portion of Binyamin in Eretz Yisrael has mountains all around it, and particularly the Beis HaMikdash, which is in Binyamin's portion. The Beis HaMikdash itself is in Yerushalayim and is not on the highest mountain. We say famously in Tehillim, Yerushalayim Harim Savivlo. Anyone who's been to the old city will know that there are higher mountains all around. And what is meant by Ben Kaseifav Shachen is that Binyamin dwells actually in a lower place surrounded by higher mountains. And Rav Yitzchak Levi suggests that the reason for this is we find throughout the Torah that Avodah Zarah was always served on the highest places. When we're told when we get into Eretz Yisrael to destroy Avodah Zarah, we're told to destroy it, on the high mountains. That's where you're going to find Avodah Zarah. And so Davka Hashem puts the Beis Hamikdash Ben Kaseifav between the shoulders, lower down, as a way of showing that Hashem has a different approach. Hashem's is not found necessarily on the highest mountain, but in the lower places, and that is the reason why the Beit HaMikdash is not on the highest mountain. And maybe the symbolism for us is that what Hashem is trying to teach us is that we're able to find Hashem not only in the highs, but also in the lows, and that's a very powerful message that many of these returning hostages have been able to teach us, and Be'ezrat Hashem, we should merit very soon to see the return of all of the hostages home to their families. Shabbat Shalom.